And this part right over here is the same thing as these triangular ones. So starting with the kidneys, you need to know these are the renal capsule. Basically, is the layer of connective tissues on top. All right. Now there are different layers. The layer on the outside is known as cortex. The deeper region, which is this part right over here, is called medulla. Each of these kind of like a pyramid-shaped structures are known as medullary pyramid. Renal column is between these medullary pyramids. So you can see it right over here, right over here, right over here, etc. All right. Papilla of the pyramids is at the point right over here, which leading to the minor calyx. Minor calyx diameter is small. Then it leads to the major calyx. Major calyx is bigger diameter. Once it gets to the funnel shape, is pelvis. Once it exits, is ureter. Here's the adrenal gland. If you look right over here, you could see the nephrons. One of the nephron is not as deep. That's a cortical nephron, which is the majority of the nephron. The other one, the loop of Henle, is more penetrated deep. This is juxtamedullary nephron. The ones that go all the way to the minor calyx, these are actually collecting duct. All right, and again, if we start off from this dot, each of these dots representing the glomerulus is a Bowman's capsule, and PCT, proximal convoluted tubule, and then loop of Henle, and then collecting duct, basically. DCT, and then collecting duct. All right, so as far as the blood vessel goes, here's the renal artery, segmental artery. Again, it goes into the lobar artery and interlobar artery. And then once it comes between the vicinity of the cortex and the medulla, becomes arcuate artery. From there is afferent arteriole. All right, but let's look at the rest over here. So you have afferent arteriole and arcuate artery. Here's the afferent arteriole. If you look close enough, you will see some of which afferent arteriole go into the glomerulus and then is coming out. The one with the bigger diameter is afferent arteriole. The one with the smaller diameter is efferent arteriole. Again, this section have been blown up in here. So bigger diameter right here is afferent arteriole. The smaller diameter right here will be efferent arteriole. Over here you have the glomerulus, and on top of the glomerulus you could see the podocytes. These are the cells that kind of have like a feet-like structures or octopus-like structure, where filtration through these filtration slits happening in here. This is a Bowman's capsule. Together, this and the glomerulus is called renal corpuscle. Very first part of the Bowman's capsule lead to the proximal convoluted tubule. The loop of Henle, it doesn't show in here. So it goes down, it comes up, and then it leads to the distal convoluted tubule. And then again, distal convoluted tubule drains into the collecting duct. All of these are collecting duct. All right. The veins are very much similar. So arcuate vein, interlobar vein, lobar vein, and basically exited through the renal vein. So it's exactly opposite of the arteries. I think that's about it here. So, all the urine or excess water and excess ion, they go from the pelvis to the ureter and end up in the urinary bladder. If we go ahead and open up the urinary bladder, this gotta be the male, because you could see the prostate gland right over here. Okay, so this tube right over here, surrounded by the prostate gland, is prostatic urethra. Trigon is this white triangular structure that we say clinically is important.